What's up guys? In this video, you're gonna learn why you can't play your best poker. Now to start this video, I want you to think of the last time you were playing at your very best. It could have been for 10 minutes, an hour, or a full session. Have a think of when you were playing some of your best poker. Alright, now I want you to answer one of these two options for the next few questions. Alright, so did it feel effortful or easy? Was your mind busy or calm? Was your mind calculating or were you going with your reads? Were you doubting or were you trusting yourself? Now most players I ask those questions to will respond with the second option in all cases. Alright, they play their best poker, the mind is calm, they're going with their reads, it feels easy, and they're trusting themselves to play their best poker. Alright, most of you guys would have answered that way. Now what most people don't realize is those options I gave were two completely different frames of mind, complete different mindsets that you can be in. Most poker players will go into their sessions in what I call the training mindset. Right, the training mindset is, as it sounds, great for studying, great when you're trying to learn stuff, but it's not the best mindset for poker. It's very effortful, it's very busy, it's calculating, it's judging, and it has a lot of self-doubt as well and questions your players. So most players go into their poker sessions in this training mindset. However, almost all players at some point in their careers have experienced the other mindset, which is the performance mindset. All right, like I said, the performance mindset is the opposite. It's when you're at your best, it's easier, your mind's calm, you go with your reads, you trust yourself, and you're confident in your players. Now, as I've coached this concept to a lot of poker players, I realized most players will agree with me on these concepts. If you don't, no worries, no hard feelings. But most players agree that they do feel at their best when they have these characteristics of the performance mindset. The problem they have is their trainer mindset is very active. They struggle to go into their performance mindset. They struggle unless circumstances unfold a certain way. Some players need to run good or to have their bluffs going through to build confidence because things are happening in their environment or at the tables in order to get into the performance mindset. As I coach players, I teach them how to, first of all, start their session in the performance mindset and how to stay there for longer. All right. Now, if you're in the performance mindset when you start playing, let's say you've put yourself in a calm state of mind, you're feeling confident in your players, you've been studying hard, then what's going to happen is things are going to unfold at the poker tables, and at some point, if you lose trust in yourself, if you lose trust in your decision-making abilities, you will activate the trainer mindset. All right, imagine activate the trainer mindset when you lack trust. Think about that. All right, if you trusted yourself, if you had confidence in your players, the mind would be quite calm, right? It'd be quite steady. When you don't trust yourself, the mind gets very active. It starts to try to fix things. It starts to judge. It starts to calculate. It starts to go, wait a second, I'm not sure about this. What else can I do? And it reminds me of a situation a poker player told me recently where he had a really good read on the river. All right, he had a really good read on his opponents and his instincts said, this is a clear fold. However, he didn't trust himself enough. He wasn't fully confident in that decision and he decided to go, wait a second, let me think about this. As soon as you start to think about it in that way, your trainer mindset gets activated and you're now calculating. You're now using the trainer mindset to basically try and calculate the spot on the fly. You've now said goodbye to your intuition. You're not getting that back, that information, and you're now going to make a decision based on your cognitive reasoning. All right. Like I said, it's a great function in certain scenarios, but if you had just trusted yourself, had enough confidence, you could just went with your read in that moment. It doesn't mean it's going to be 100% right, but it's more likely to be right than the trainer mindset. The performance mindset is a higher level. It has access to more information, and just by experience alone, most of you will know that you play better when you go with your reads, when you go with your guts, when your mind is calm, when you're trusting yourself and you're confident in your plays. All right, so in my experience alone, you know that is a higher performing mindset. But because we don't allow ourselves to trust, we end up turning on this trainer mindset. Now, as soon as the trainer mindset gets activated, first of all, you start to calculate things, but also lots of other features happen as well. You start to doubt yourself. You start to have fear. You start to ruminate on past hands. You just played a hand before, and your mind goes, should I bet that size? Maybe I could have bet a smaller size. All of a sudden it's ruminating. Your mind's in this mode of thinking. It's busy. It's constantly trying to fix things and solve problems. You're also blaming. Maybe you blame yourself for making a mistake, or blaming your opponent for making a stupid river play that he shouldn't have done. But your mind is very active now. Now the problem is, when your mind's active in this way, you're missing what's happening now. You've got hands going on in this moment. There's information going on right now, and you are currently in your mind. Your mind is busy, it's active, and you're not performing how you should. All right, so you've got to understand there's two mindsets you can be in, and the first thing you've got to do is realize, I want to be in the performance mindset. All right, so if I've done my job in this video, you'll at least be intrigued by, okay, yeah, I would like to spend more time in the performance mindset. As you go through your grind for the next week, note how much of your time you spend in the trainer mindset with a very active mind, judging, doubting, trying to calculate stuff, and how much of your time you spend in the performance mindset. If you're like most players I've worked with, when they start working on this concept, they're almost always in the trainer mindset, like 90% plus, which is fine as a starting point. Now your goal is to switch those dials. If it's 90% trainer mindset, 10% performance, you want to constantly be moving them up, all right? Constantly moving this one up to the point where it's 90% performance, 10% of your training. Now what you realize is there's certain situations that trigger your mind to get active, whether it's a spot you don't know, whether it's making a mistake. There's certain things that go, even when you're in the performance mindset, that trigger the trainer mindset to turn on. So I want you, as well as to note how much percentage of the time you're in each mindset, I want you to notice the things that activate your trainer mindset. Have a watch it as you're playing. Which things make the mind super active, all right? And what you'll realize, it's always things that make you lose confidence or lose trust in your ability to make good decisions, all right? Over time, you've got to get good at solving those problems and gaining more trust in yourself. But for now, just explore how they feel and which ones you're in currently. And then the next step is to cultivate more confidence and trust in yourself. You need to build, in all honesty, as simple as it sounds, you need to give yourself permission to make mistakes. You need to give yourself permission to go with your reads and be okay with what happens. If you don't trust yourself, you don't have confidence, you're scared of what was going to happen at the tables, the mind gets very active and you're in the trainer mindset. All right, so over time, you need to build more trust. I've got a whole training program, my poker athlete program, is built around training one of these skills, which is called the skill of presence and activating the performance mindset. But for now, just get into understanding your mindset and which mindset you're in during times of the grind. Now, if this has sparked your interest and you're really wanting to learn how to activate the performance mindset, I put together a free PDF below. You can download that and it will teach you the 8 skills you need for elite poker performance. This skill of the performance mindset is skill number 6, so you can skip to skill number 6 if you're eager to dive into that one, and it will teach you how to separate the two mindsets and how to go into your poker sessions with a performance mindset, and that will lead to a higher quality poker performance almost always. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the thumbs up button before you go. There's going to be plenty more coming from me very soon.